أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Imam, can you put the volume down? Thank you. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. As-salatu was-salamu ala Rasulil Amin wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in, amma ba'd. Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, today is the Jumu'ah day. As you are all well aware, it's a special day, and as our primary students are having their swimming carnival taking place just after the Jummah prayer, we have preponed, Jummah. Allah, we will be able to wind it up by 12:15 and follow the instructions given by the teachers and imams. Step out of the prayer hall, walk to your, classes. A very, very honored species on this earth. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created man. We are different from other creatures on this earth. How? Allah himself said, honored the children of Adam. So, we are different from other species. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again in Quran said, Antumul A'laun. You are the best. That's addressing the mankind. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you are the best. And there is a following conditional clause saying, Antumul A'launa in kuntum mu'minin. If you are the believers. If you believe in the ultimate truth, you are the best. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala first created Adam, or even before creating Adam alayhi salam, the first human being, our first father, he called the angels, Malaika, and said, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I am sending my vicegerent, a kind of representative to the earth. Inni ja'ilun fil ardi. I am sending to the earth khalifa, my vicegerent. That is in sheer contrast to the faith of the Christians, that Adam alayhi salam, we think that some of them believe that human beings were created to live in their pleasure in heaven, and because of the sin committed by Adam and Eve, they were sent out of the heaven and sent to this earth as a punitive measure, as a punishment. But that's not our faith. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even before creating Adam, he said, Inni ja'ilun fil ardi khalifa. I am sending my representatives or vicegerents to the earth. So we are created to this earth. Our elements, our lifestyle, everything are very compatible for living on the beautiful surface of this earth. Allah even asked the angels to bow before the Adam. That shows the status of mankind. We have a status or position even over angels. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala breathed some of His spirit into human beings. وَنَفَخْنَا مِنْ رُوحِنَا. We breathe from our soul. That's what Allah said. From Allah's soul, there are some elements been given to us, to our ruh, to our souls. So we are very, very special. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us the faculty of thinking and reacting and reasoning. There is only one creature, one species on this beautiful surface of this earth that are able to use the reasoning faculty to the best is humankind. So Allah has bestowed upon us the reasoning. So we know the cause and effect. We know if I do this, there are certain consequences that will follow. So as we are called as the Khalifatullah or the vicegerents of Allah on this earth, we are duty bound. Just give you an example. If, someone asks you to take over their house or send you as a representative, you will be acting on his behalf. So if I let you use my room, my office room for a while, it's your duty to leave the room as you found it. If it was clean, neat, tidy, and organized, it's our duty to leave it as it is, as it was when you first popped it. So you can mess it up, you can throw all the rubbish around, you can damage the furniture there, then just leave the place. How ungrateful is it? Not acceptable. So if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has sent us to this earth as his vicegerents, it's our duty to look after the earth. As we came, we should leave, or we should try to make things better, not worse. My topic today is environmental protection. Environment. That's where we live in. It's a broad term. It's a very broad term because it starts, people have tried, scholars have tried to give or define what environment is. It is the place around us. It gets wider and wider, broader and broader as we describe. For example, our life started in the womb of mother, in our mother's uterus. That's our first environment. Everything around our mother, in her body, and even the stresses, even the tension, even her feelings, if she is calm, everything affects the baby or fetus inside mother's womb. So that has been substantiated through researches and experiments that a mother who is expecting, having a baby in her tummy, if she is living a very peaceful life, that will result in the making or birth of a very healthy, mentally and emotionally and physically healthy baby. If she is living in a very noisy, polluted environment, it is going to affect the baby because that's our first environment. Then we come out to this world, our home. That is our environment. Then the little suburb we live in, that is ours. Then the country we are living in broader sense, that's our whole environment. Then the continent. Then the, hemisphere. Then the whole globe. And our space, the spheres that encompass or covers the globe. That's what we call atmosphere. That's our environment. Even things away from atmosphere, like the space, the celestial bodies, you just count them. What are our other planets? Our satellite, our satellite, the Earth satellite moon, it does affect us. How much? You know that? We simply think that it's just a satellite just glowing up there or reflecting the light of the sun at night. Maybe it is just helpful for us to keep the counting of the days and night or months and weeks. No. It affects our emotions. Even our thoughts, our brain, our psyche is affected by the moon. That's why we say people, lunatic. Heard about these lunatic. Lunacy stands for insanity. In the past, even now, people, they connect it with the moon. On a full moon night, people with, some psychic imbalance, their symptoms get worse and acute. Why? It has an effect on our mind.